Well, the results we've published show that wherever you buy your chicken from, it's possible that it will have campylobacter on it, and that none of the retailers are currently meeting the target that they themselves have agreed for the end of next year. They need to take more action. If we look at surveys done in recent years, they're all pretty much in the same ballpark, from 65 to 85% of chicken containing campylobacter. What we're focusing on is the proportion of chickens that are most highly contaminated, currently 18%, and that's the figure we want to see driven down, because we know the more campylobacter there is on a chicken, the more likely it is to make you ill. From the amount of data we've collected so far, we can say with some confidence that Asda are doing worse than the average, Tesco are doing better than the average, but no one is yet doing well enough. Wherever you buy your chicken from, there are steps you can take to protect you and your family. Store it properly, so cover it, put it in the fridge on the bottom shelf where the juices can't drip onto other food. Don't wash your chicken before cooking, because we know that just spreads contamination around your kitchen. Make sure you cook it thoroughly till it's steaming all the way through, till there's no pink, till the juices run clear. If people do that with chicken, they can help protect themselves, but we don't think it should all be on consumers. We think there's action that industry should be taking to reduce the levels of campylobacter on chicken in the first place. Well, there are some retailers and processors, M&S and Two Sisters Food Group, who've said what they're doing is a range of interventions at every stage, on farm, at processing, at retail. And because there's no single intervention that will have the effect we need to see, that's what we need to see, action throughout the food chain, which together will have the effect on reducing campylobacter. Well, the data we have so far are data from the past, effectively, from samples taken between February and August this year. We know that retailers and processors are almost every week announcing the new steps they're taking. So the rates should all be coming down. So what we want to see is that pressure continued by the industry, and consumers can take simple steps to protect themselves wherever they buy their chicken from. Well, campylobacter is present in the environment, but it gets into poultry sometimes, and if it's on the chicken that you eat, if for example you don't cook it thoroughly, then you get a really nasty dose of food poisoning. Very nasty indeed, can lay you up for days. But also there are some very serious side effects. About 1 in 100 people suffer from reactive arthritis for years. 1 in 1,000 people may suffer Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is a creeping paralysis, and we know that some people die very sadly from campylobacter. So it's not a matter to be taken lightly.